What's up? Peace to the people. 747 24/7 361 degrees. How's the family doing? It is definitely action packed right now. What's going on?
We talking about being baptized with the Holy Spirit and then being baptized with fire. We talking about technology.
The Messiah.
You really think God's perception of how God's light is really perceivable in a way that you see reality in a certain sort of way, and it's really not, because they'll blind you every time you step up to the plate.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room.
No, we in the Matrix though, right? I said, man, damn. It ain't no joke that we not in the Matrix. So I said, man, we in the Matrix. So everything is a program. People be so fixated on certain things and not understanding that everything around you is a simulation of
this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television.
This is the year 3023.
But God is the best of all planners, because this is God's building, or this is a universal principle of that.
When you all alive, it's biological warfare, not a lot of you all aware. It's something that's going on.
You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church.
We messiahs walking on water, that's maritime Allah. Arm, leg, arm, head, never paralyzed. The revolution should never be televised.
So, yeah, I want y'all to think about the archetype mind. The archetype mind and how it connects up. And you know, everybody is literally a piece of that body of the Messiah. You already know.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
The turtle represents 13. The turtle gives you a map for the universe. If, let's say, if you lost, and if you don't know where you're going, all you have to do is this. You just get on your knees.
How many degrees in a circle? 361 degrees in a circle, period. It's 361. I told y'all it's a dot that they always forget.
Like everyone else, you were born into bondage.
361. That's the 1 degree that everybody forgets. And then, if you think about it, it's 19 times 19. 19 times 19, that's 19 square. 361. That's completion.
Man, I ain't no chattel brand. I'm a living soul, so get the gold back. Here's a code.
Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
Right there, because 1 in the 9 is the Alpha and Omega. The 1 in the 9 represents the Alpha and Omega. That's the principle of that. Everything that flows between the beginning and the end. But really, it's really the Alpha and the Delta. Because it's no ending. It's just like everything flows within itself. Everything flows.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is.
The Messiah. Yeah.
Okay, coom. Salutations. What's going on? Peace to the prime. 747 24/7 361 degrees. What is today's date in the Codex? Does anybody know what's today's date in the Codex? Shout out to you if you are in here. Share the video. I appreciate it. Share the video. So I like to say happy birthday, happy solar return to a good friend of mine, a special good friend by the name of Sad Eye Sosa, aka Sean Lennox, aka King Sos Raheem. I don't know if he's on here today, but I would like to say happy birthday to the brother. You know, I really appreciate everything that you have done for the movement, bro. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Sean Lennox. I really appreciate you. Who in here, state your name, put it in the comment section. If you in the YouTube, give me some thumbs up. If you in the Facebook, can I get some hearts, some shares, some love, whatever it is. But happy birthday to Sean Lennox. Happy birthday. Thank you for all the hard work for us, the production you have been committed to in reference to the movement. Thank you, bro. So what's up? How y'all feeling? Today I want to talk about the energies of today, which is Kum. Thank you. Kum. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kim. Um, check this. I want to talk about the energies of today. I want to talk about, 326. I want to talk about the calendar. Why is today 326 6? I want to talk about why is that. I also want to read a little bit, from one of the books that just came out called the Master Key Application 1031. All right. I want to elaborate on some of the thoughts that are actually crystallized in this book here. All right. So I appreciate everybody that supports. I appreciate everybody that supports the movement. Thank you. My brother throwing me off a little bit with him talking in the background. It's all good. Let me take a little step out here. Yeah, I'm cool. What's up? Shout out to Sister Cotton Fear. I see y'all all coming in. What's up? All right, so I want to share some things with y'all today. Sister Cotton Fear, let me know if you got your book. Did you get the scroll of Halloween? Can you get my phone, please? Did you get the scroll of Halloween? Yes or no? If you did not get Master Key Application 1031, let me know. If you did not get Master Key Application 1031, let me know. Because I will send it to you in an email. Okay, so I had to go out here so I can get a little peace, get a little whatever, so y'all can hear me. Everything is pretty clear, and we can have a little build and talk. All right. So, first of all, I would like to thank the Most High for this day, for all the blessings that are seen and unseen. Thank you for the people that are here. Thank you for the great energy that we can share with one another, and all your heavenly names, and most of all your number. I say, which is number one. I say, Amen, Amun, and Amin. Shuawutalakum. All right. You said no years ago, but that email was hacked. Didn't download it. All right. Actually, it's a revised version of the Halloween scroll. It's called the Scroll of Halloween. It's called the Scroll of Halloween. So what I want to do today, I want to read a little bit from the Scroll of Halloween, and I want to show you how to elaborate some of the information from it. And then another thing what I would like to do is I would like to talk about the calendar. For instance, today is 3/26/6 in the codex. So I want to talk about the energies of 3/26/6 and also how to decipher the codex for what it's worth. Thank you, Sister Vanessa. 321. And then if you put your birthdays in the comment section, I will tell you your new zodiac sign, what your new zodiac sign is. I prefer also do not put the year of your birthday. I'd rather that you just put the moon and the sun, which is so happens to be the day and the month. That would be your moon and your sun. All right. So if you put your birthday in the comment section, I'll also share with you what new zodiac sign you are in this new age of what we call information. Okay. All right. So let me start it off. I just said a prayer, so I will do some readings on here as well, because in a way, um, every conversation that we have interacts with the psychic world in some form or fashion. It interacts. So, when it comes to me, I would like to share a premise of thought of how it connects with each one of us. All right. So, let me start this off talking about the calendar, okay, and why today is 3, which is the month of contemplation. 3 is the month of contemplation. This is 3/26 and 6. All right. So the 26th number will actually be, for everybody that's interested, I'm actually talking about the new age of information. All right. Y'all call it Aquarius. So when y'all came into a new age, y'all actually got a new calendar as well. All right. So along with this, the new calendar, to make up time, or essentially to connect you with a different cycle, you have you have been given 392 days as opposed to 365 days. All right. Now you have 14 months in this calendar, and each month has 28 days in it. All right. Or 28 moons. We consider them moons. So we're at the 26th moon. All right. So if I say 326, I'm talking about the 26th moon. All right. We're in the third month, but it would be the 26th moon. You'll call it a day, but it's not really a day to us. We call it a moon. Now, the number 6 would be the 6th day, because y'all consider this to be November 6th. So it is the 6th day, because it's the day of the world, the light of the world, or what number that the world is connected with in some way. All right. So I want you to connect it like that. So you have the universal number would be the 3, because you got 14 months. All right. And we're in the 6th moon, which is, the 26th moon, and then we're in the 6th sun day. That's how you look at it. Or you can look at it like the 3 represents the square, and then you got the 26 representing the triangle, and then the 6 representing the the circle. Okay, because you got the square, the triangle, and the circle. All right. And I'm showing y'all, or I'm sharing with y'all, how to utilize the system of what is called the codex, or the body of the Messiah. All right. Everybody should know each body part of the Messiah. Pretty soon, when we move on to the upgraded body of the Messiah, all right, we're going to come up with certain sign languages, certain things that connect with each number, and how you touch a portion of your body actually represents a certain sign of how to communicate with one another. That's where this is leading to. All right, thank you. Thank you, Sister Brittany. Thank you, everybody in the Facebook, and thank you, everybody in the YouTube, paying attention to the lesson today. All right, so I want y'all to grab a pen and pencil right now. My fault, a paper and a pen or a pencil. If you can get something to write down this lesson, and also a paper, let me know you there with me, because I'm gonna share something with y'all, and y'all always gonna have this. Anytime y'all try to tap into this information, can you close that? Anytime you try to tap into this information, you'll know how to literally connect up with the date. All right. So if today is 3/26, let me put this in the comment section for y'all. If today is 3/26, all right, I'm recording. Um, Esther Flower said I'm recording. Shout out to Sister Edricia. I see you in here, Queen. All right. So if today is 3/26/6, right? Tomorrow will actually be um tomorrow will actually be 3/27/27/7, right? Moving forward. And then the next day would be 3, my fault. Then the next day would be 3. I'm recording as well. Shout out to Sister Israel. All right. And this is about the new calendar of what we came into the age of Aquarius. Y'all call it information, or we also call this this age called Tanun. Now we have 2,160 years in this age. Y'all hear me? 2,000 is 26,000 years of precession. How we move around the zodiac. All right. But within this particular age, we have 2,160 years, and each day that we define, it's not a loop. You're not in some form of time loop. Everything is an individual character. Like, for instance, the combination of tomorrow's number is, it will never be the same in the 2,160 years. All right. 2,160 years. All right. Now let me do this. Where was I going? All right. So the next day, if it's 327, the next day, yeah, 2,160 years. Thank you. The next day will actually be 328, right? 328 8. That's what it'd be the next day after 327 7. It would be 328 8. All right. And then the next day, the following day after that would be, it would be 3, it would be 3. Oh no, excuse me. It would be 4. It would be 4 1 9. All right. It would be 419. Y'all got it? 419. That's what it'd be. The next date after that, it would be 419. So this is how the months move. And as you keep on going, I want y'all to get out of paper. This is, y'all can do it real fast. Somebody tell me what's the date for the next first of the month. If you get out the paper, a fast way to do that is leave the 4 alone, because you know it's always going to be 4. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 to the 28th number. And then what you do is with the 9, you go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and so forth. You know what I mean? But when for instance, it's only 30 days. Is it 31 days? It's 30 days in November. Since it's 30 days in November, the last number 9, it only goes to 30, and then it goes to 1. Now the last number can flow from 1 through 31, but the middle number, it only flows from 1 through 28. And then the first number, it goes from 1 through 14 because it's only 14 months. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. Y'all following me. So y'all know when the cycles start over. Y'all know how to judge the cycles or how to decipher the cycles. So if y'all do it, that's why I said get a pen and get a piece of paper and a pen and write this stuff down, because y'all can tell me the date. I don't know the date. Off my head, I don't know the date right now. But if we keep on doing this, we will know the date. Thank you. Thank you. We are gods, goddesses, kings and queens, emperors and empresses. Most of all, I call y'all messiahs. All right. And as a messiah, it's for the preparation of war while you anointed. And you have to, they took time away from us. They gave you time. Pope Gregory the 13th gave you time. And guess when he did it? He did it in the month of October. That's when he flipped it up and took days out of the month of October and switched it up and made a whole nother date. Okay, but we're moving. And then you think about it, All Saints Day is 111. All Saints Day is 111, which is 131. You know, so in some way they know the code and always express it for those that know it as well. All right, but it's time to give you time back. Thank you, Ashe. It's really time to give. Like, if I ask you what time it is, you shouldn't be giving me nobody else's time. Now, that's another way how they move with law, or how they govern you in law as well. Because you know, one of the things that we utilize is Sharia, which is Islamic law in certain things, far as to discharge debt, because you know it shouldn't be no interest. You shouldn't be charged no interest in any form of fashion. So you can utilize Islamic law or Sharia to discharge a lot of debts. My dogs are going crazy, man. You know, and excuse me, but going back to the law of time, remember the word time and tempo are synonymous. Tiempo is time. Tiempo, time. Tempo, tiempo. So the time starts from your center point. All right. Your center point, which is the dot. Okay. Remember, and that's why we have, if I always ask y'all how many degrees in a circle, remember, thank you, confirmation, confirmation, significant, 361. I asked y'all how many degrees in a circle. Guess what? It's always, you should know it's 361 degrees in a circle because they counted you out. But the eyes are the doorway to the soul. And when you look at the eye, it looks like a circle with a dot in the middle, which literally is how you decipher or how you connect this 361 degrees, because that's everything that flows between the 1 and the 9, those numbers 1 and the 9. All right, because 19 times 19 so happens to be 361. And as you know, 19 is a solar prime number representing the galactical hero, which is guarded by the left shoulder of the Messiah. All right, peace. Shout out to Chris Black. You said Bell's barking dog means confirmation. Thank you. That's what's up. Peace, brother Chris. All right, so moving forward, somebody give me, that's the Alpha and Omega. I can say everything that flows between the 1 and the 9, but what if I say everything that flows between 1 and 31? All of y'all flow between 1 and 31. Because if I ask you what's your birthday, ain't none of y'all gonna go higher than a 31 or lower than a 1. Am I right? Because you can't take the position of the network, which so happens to be all zeros. All right? But you can take the position of a broadcast. All right? Which so happens to be an odd number, the 131. And that's just, like I said, that connects with IT and networking as well. But the left shoulder of the Messiah is guarded by the number 19 and 18. When you touch your left shoulder, you actually connect up with the number 19 and 18. All right. But the 31 so happens to be the broadcast address. All right. In this mainframe network. Now, moving forward, like I said, everybody, if you writing this down, somebody give me the date of the next month, the first of the month of the next month. Somebody give me the first of the month so we can have more people that are chronologists here. More people that are chronologists. Yes, the network is all zeros. If you know anything about networking, let me give you something about. Let me share something with you about networking real quick. All right. In order to get on the internet, you need an address. Okay. And with the address, like each one of y'all have an address. Okay. Now your address is leased. That's the only way you can get on, because literally somebody gave it to you and they leased it to you through a protocol called IPv4. Y'all listening? Take notes, man. Take notes so this won't go in and out your ear, please. All right. So IPv4 is a protocol, or how they allocate addresses to different people in order to get on the internet. All right. But they're leased because as of basically in the 80s, they ran out of IP addresses. So they came up with other things like Cider in order to kind of expand it. And Cider, the way I can explain this Cider is a way to make a network and chop it into little pieces. Like I can chop a pie. Let's say if I give you a pie and that's the network, you chop it into pieces, and that's what a cider address or a slash address is. And I can give y'all a little brief um introduction to this so you can understand it a little bit. All right, but they came up with something called IPv6, and they dropped this in the year 2012. All right, which was June 6th, 2012. You say for real, that's when they launched the protocol called IPv6. And you like, damn, 2012, they was talking about the world is over in 2012. It was so many prophecies, and there's people just like they made a whole movie called 2012, like for real. And that's so connected to the zodiac as well, because you think about it, it dropped on 12 12 12. Just like they was playing with the numbers when y'all saw the movie. Am I right? But IPv6 is another protocol on how they allocate addresses, or how you can log on to the internet. But I want you to imagine this. Like, how many addresses is an IPv6? You can imagine every grand, every it's like 128 to the second power, something like that. I gotta look it up, but I can tell you the figure, how much you can figure how many addresses they can give out. Imagine every grain of sand in the Sahara Desert, every person on the planet Earth, every creature on the planet Earth, every leaf on a tree on the planet Earth, and every grass that's on the planet Earth can actually have an IPv6 address. That's telling you that they've been working on ways to create the metaverse long before they even been advertising it, talking about Mark Zuckerberg bought a portion of the metaverse and invested this amount of money in the metaverse. Listen, the first portion of how they worked on creating the metaverse was the creation of IPv6. So, because in order to get on the internet, you need an address, and that means every single thing needs an address that will be described, or that you will see on that in the metaverse world. It would have to have a particular address in order to define it in that world. Okay, but um yeah, when you got to the IPv4, they ran out. So they start leasing addresses. That's why y'all pay cell phone bills or have to pay to get on the internet, because the internet truly is free. And guess what? The internet is autonomous. It's no way possible for them to shut the internet down unless they blew up every satellite and blew up every satellite in that's hovering around the planet as we know it, unless they took all these underground signals. That's whatever they, how can they eradicate all these things? The signal is autonomous. It's an energy that's moving around, the signal, the frequency, the internet. So it is truly for free. But the only thing is you got to know how to log on to it. All right. And that's where we're moving towards with this codex, man. When y'all study this information, this is moving towards information technology, yo. Everything that is spiritual. That's why when you look at the meaning of the or the whole phrase of what the Messiah Code movement is, the Messiah Code movement, spiritual conscious evolution for future technology. All right, the Messiah Code, spiritual conscious evolution for future technology. That is the whole description of the movement. You know what I mean? So we're upgrading your technology. By learning these lessons, you're actually getting your technology upgraded. All right. So, like I was saying, with the IPv4, you got something called an octet. All right. An octet is they bust it down and they bust 32. Let's say you got a pie. They bust the pie down in 32 slices, right? They bust the pie down in 32 slices. Now, each slice has a somewhat of another slice of where it's four, a portion of four. So you got to think of 4 big slices that have 8 slices to it. So that'll be 4 times 8 equals 32. So within that realm, you can have an address. Within that, you can actually have an address, and the highest number you go to is 255. And then I would have to show you this with binary as well, just how to read binary. But the highest address would be this. And this is the broadcast address. This is where I was getting to with 131. Because the highest address for IPv4 would be that 255, 255. Y'all hear me? And then the lowest address would be this 0.0.0. And that's why I said nobody can take that address. I've related this to your birthday, your log date. Nobody can be the double zeros, all the zeros, because the zero that's the network. That's the network. But you can obtain the position of the broadcast, which so happens to be an odd number. All right, it's the same thing as the reality in which we dwell. Nobody can take all that number 0 0 0 0 0 0, but you can take 1 1. Like you was born January 1st, 1 1. All right. That's in relation to the same thing as in networking. Because the highest number, which would be a broadcast for everyone, for the IPv4 itself, nobody can take it. All right. But, they got a way to break these addresses down to more addresses. Like it's called a CIDR, which they'll slash it to like, let's say, that's why I was telling you it goes from 1 through 32. All right. Basically, it's the same thing as 1 through 31 because we go 1 through 31, but it's 32 positions because we don't count the zero but it's still a position. Why you think 32 is a sacred number to us as well? Or the 23 or the 32 is a sacred number to us as well? Because y'all see 1 through 31, yeah, because that's all the numbers that flow through 31. But the position of zero, which they call set theory. When you study set theory, they always like nothingness. For instance, they have a way to multiply different characters and let's say but they can take the zero, you know what I'm saying? Let's say a trinominal or polynomial. If you're doing multiplication with a trinominal, just 3 different figures. You're doing multiplication with 3 different figures. Or you're doing polynomial with 2 different figures. You're doing multiplications but you can take the zero and put it in brackets, and that would actually represent nothingness. All right, that's what the zero represent, and that's inside the brackets because the brackets move within itself. It's the same thing in math. Thank you, Coom. I got a Coom on that one. Thank you, appreciate that one. It's the same thing. It's all in reality, man. This is all mathematics. This all has some form of harmony with mathematics. You know what I mean? I always tell y'all to pick a number between 1 and 31, but I'm gonna start just telling y'all to pick any number that flies out of your mind. Let me keep it real because that is essentially why y'all step up to the upgraded body of the Messiah. Because the upgraded body of the Messiah, it has 69 other images to it. It has 69 other images. Now 69 is adverse of each other. 6, you got what? The 6, and then you got the 9. The 6 and the 9. Remember that? For all the people that know how to the sign language of the Messiah code, this is the number 6, and this so happens to be the number 9. They're opposite as well as when you look at it, how they write it down. 6 and 9 as being opposite. So that represents the positive and negative versions of yourself, which equals oneself. All right. That's why also Nazuf, which means self, starts at the number 2 because it's 2 beats, because everything comes in at the second beat. All right. The second beat, which is positive and negative. or negative and positive. The ground force and the air force. All right. The hidden force and the expressive force. The man and the woman and the man. All right. So yeah, I gave y'all a brief description on how to do the calendar. On your own, everybody should know how to write down a calendar. Like I said, today is 326 326 in the codex. All right, 326 in the 6 in the codex. Moving forward, it would be 327 7, then 328 8, and then it would be 419, and then it would be 4 2 10, 4 3 11, 4 4 12, 4 5 13, 4 6 14, 4 7 15, 4 8 16, 9 17, 4 10 18, 4 11 19, 4 12 20, 4 13 21, 4 14 22, 4 15 23, 4 16 24, 4 17 25, 4 18 26, 4 19 27, 4 20 28, 4 21 29, 4 22 30, 4 23 1, 4 24 2, 4 25 3, 4 26 4, 4 27 5, and 4 28 6, and 5 1 7. You see that? I just counted the month for y'all. Off the head. Off the head. That's how I need y'all to have it. That's how I need y'all to have it. That's how I need y'all to really have it. All right? You are the body of the Messiah. We operate from a 361-degree angle from the center point. All right? From the center point. Just know that. Yo, when you close your eyes, and that's another thing I need y'all to know. When you close your eyes, you actually operate more of your brain than what you think. You know what I'm saying? You actually are using half of the capacity of your brain. Half of the capacity, because you got 20/20 vision. They say you use 10%, essentially. But that 10% is not really 10%. It's really 1%, but it's 10%. And it's called touch, because everything is touch sensors. Your eyes are touch sensors. Your ears, your nose, your taste. Everything is touch. But when you close down your eyes, you use another thing. You shut down 20/20 vision, 20/20, which is 40% of the CPU. Now you open up 50% of your brain, and the capacity of the brain you can use. That's why when people pray, generally they close their eyes. So you can open up half of the portion of your brain, because if you meet God halfway, God's going to meet you. You take one step, God's going to take another 2 steps for you. But if you meet God halfway, essentially God's going to meet you the other half. That's what that 5 is all about. All right? But all these things are essential, man. All these lessons, man, are significant. How we gave you back time. How our tribe, yeah, man, our tribe is connected with our own calendar. How our tribe has our own way of how we function with spirituality. I need y'all to know that y'all are special. And the only way you can be this special is prove it. Prove it if you're special. They can't give you anything. You gotta take your reality back and define it as gods and goddesses always did. And defeat it as messiahs always did. Any adverse challenge, defeat them. You know what I mean? So I'm giving y'all jewels, man. Giving y'all jewels. And guess what? as diamonds, which is the ultimate jewel, yo, as diamonds, y'all must take the pressure. Y'all must truly take the pressure and become the hardest thing and the sharpest thing that can cut through every and anything in your path. The juggernaut and the unmovable, immovable object. Somebody hearing me? All right. So back again, 3, 26, 6. Well, how would you reflect on these numbers, Lamel, utilizing the codex? Okay, we'll do that real quick. So now when you look at the number 3, we connect up with the number 3 as clairvoyance. Now, what is clairvoyance? Clairvoyance is to project or to see yourself in and out of a situation with the result stimulated from the reality of events unfolded. All right, that's clairvoyance. All right. So this would be the month, it's Bab, which is the also contemplation. But when you look at the supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics, you would have to go into the letter C. The acronym of thought is clairvoyance. That is to project or to see yourself in and out of a situation with the result stimulated from the reality of events unfolded. So focus on clairvoyance. That would be the whole 28 moons. I would focus on my clairvoyance. I would project myself in different places that I am not. I would see events of success when it is not even there at the point. All right? I will push that in my mind. I will work on that with my mind in these 28 moons because it is a concentration of that thought, of that polarity of thought. All right. And then I would focus on the number 26. Now, how would you focus on the 26, Lamel? Now, the 26 represents the key maker. All right. But I want y'all to get this. When you think about the number 26, all right, the number 26, when you times it by itself, 26 times 26 equals what? You should know this in the codex. It's 676. That's how much it is. 26 times 26. It turns into a palindrome number. So it's frontwards and backwards, backwards and frontwards. It's a very special number. All right. But the number 26 represents the zigzag or the curvature of life, or how it moves in a zigzag. And if you notice, the number Z or the letter Z also looks like the letter Nazuf, which means self. And guess what self is? Man and woman, the North Pole and the South Pole, God being the man and God being the woman. All right? Life takes a turn, twists and turns and zigzag turns. Yourself, may you take all these twists and turns, even though no matter how you try to walk on a straight, narrow path, it will still take a twist and turn and create a geometrical image. All right? But you must be able to decipher this. 7 being the God, being man, and also 7 being God, being a woman. Because when we're on our temple, we're on our 7. But those are the keys. And when you think of the number 26, I also want y'all to think of Hathor. Hathor, because Hathor operates from the 26-year procession. Remember when I was telling y'all, I started this conversation off, I said it's 2,160 years in the age, right? For us in, not in the age, but 2,160 years in a procession of time. The age is 2,160 years, but it's 26,000 years in a procession. All right, excuse me, but in the age is 2,160 years. When I was talking about that, I was giving it reference to the middle path of today, which is 26. Thank you for everybody coming in. I'm breaking down the math on the number 26. So the number 26 is a sacred number. It represents the Z, the letter Z. Now, they put us under a spell of sleep with the letter Z because they put the key maker, or who is known as the key maker, into a prison or a prison state, a state of prison or a prism of sort, that we have to free the key maker in order to know the essential uses to open the L doors or the doorways to L. All right. So when you get to the letter Z, the Z, it actually represents the vibrations of the keys, or the vibration of when comes into existence sounds like the letter Z. All right. And that's why they, in the English alphabet, they only gave you 26 letters, because they locked you in. They literally locked you in into a path where you needed a key to open up the five sacred keys. All right. Which comes after that. And the letter that comes after 26 is the GH, which is Ra, 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 which is represents Gafuru, or also Ra Ra, when a baby cry, when a baby is literally I don't know what it does, what the baby does, or he or she does, but the baby is trying to talk. It says ha 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 in a certain way. All right. So that that's you coming out of the 26, because they locked you in into a baby state, or into a Neolithic state. All right. That's why it's Cha, and you are introduced with what is called the Chaforu, which is the Holy Spirit, or the spirit of immunities. Because after you pass that point of the 26 years, 1,000 years of procession, you enter something else. And I told y'all, it's the book. It's what is called the book of life. Okay, because y'all out of the matrix, y'all broke out and y'all went into the L door, or the doorways to L, and y'all got the keys through the 26 letter. All right. And it's been various different people that took on this title as the 26th, such as Malachi Z. York. Malachi Z. York, who was born June 26th. Wow, 26. Why did he take on the 26th letter as his name, as Zadok, Z, as in Z? Because he claimed to be the key maker. He was one of many people who claimed to be the key maker. All right. At the 26th letter, or the 26th designation of his birth, which was June 26th, which is another palindrome number. All right. But everybody's birthday has a significant role in all of this. I'm telling you, everybody's birthday. Or we don't even call them birthdays, we call them log dates. Your birthday are called log dates, are how you log in space and time. You only have one birth, one true birth, and that was with creation. We was there. Solomon said this, man. Yo, man. Solomon said this. When he talks about this, he says this. He says before, this is I think this, it might be in chapter 8 of Proverbs, when he talks about how before the earth was set up, I was there. Before God laid the earth and the foundations of the earth, and before he did everything with the sun, Solomon said, I was there. And then a lot of people attributed what Solomon said to Jesus. They said, well, that was Jesus talking. It must have been Jesus talking about, I was with God at that point. It was not Jesus. It was actually all of us was there. We were all there. Essentially, we were all there as that sprout of consciousness that came out and traveled, or itself, or the universe within and without. All right. So yeah, we logged in to this mainframe consciousness. We logged in, and the time that you logged in has a significant purpose of what you are to do in this life. You have a significant purpose, or purposes, not just purpose. You have purposes that you must fulfill. And that's why you logged in. You logged in at a space and time of where you logged in, so you can fulfill that purpose. And that is the same thing as water. That's why I said a lot of us are twin souls. Some of us are twin souls. And twin souls don't come out how you think. Twin souls come out in quadruplets. They don't just come out in doubles like it's two twin souls. No. Twin souls come out quadruplets, triplets, quintuplets, whatever. And then a twin soul doesn't necessarily have to be your sex partner. A twin soul can be your brother or your friend, or somebody that's a friend to you in a certain way. Real talk, because you have three type of I would say entities that you interact with in this mainframe consciousness. You have what is considered to be A soulmate, which is a person that you make a soul with. You make love with that person, like love. Wow, you make love with that person and you create a soul. And what you don't know is when you create a soul, it's something that goes on in the universe. You actually create an explosion in a universe, an explosion that can take out a whole universe. Because think about it. The universe has no space, and you are putting something in a space that has no space. Think about that. And that is the bang. And that is the explosion that takes place when you bring something into existence and it starts growing and it starts growing and it's taking up more space into something that has no space. All right. And it has to constantly grow in order to create room for the space that you keep on bringing things in. Y'all hear me? And that's what they call the expansion of the universe. But the expansion of the universe happens every time something gives birth to something. Hear me out. So when you making love to someone, unbeknown to you, that yeah, you making love, but when it's a bang over here, it's another bang, bang, somewhere on the other side of the planet, where a degree of hatred is coming out, where an explosion of fury will come out to compensate for your explosion of love. It is an explosion of fury or hatred somewhere else on 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 another side of the planet. But that's how powerful the what we consider to be the most high God is, because the most high God separated that love and that hate. And when that explosion meets, because it would have took out a whole freaking universe, it would have took out a whole freaking galaxy. So what the most high did, or what we consider to be the universal force, it separated these forces when people wanted to create and gather with a soul mate, and mate and create a soul. All right. So it had to separate this explosion and put it in different sides or different places of the planet or different places of the universe. Okay. And that's why you see, man, you be wondering why people go off, and you wonder why things happen so much, and wonder why it's wars, and wonder why, but wonder also why it's love. All right. Now, when we make love, it should be by the permission of the universe, period. When you make love in any form of fashion, it should be meditative. Your love making should be meditative. It should be a form of a way to connect with the universe, because that's the way that we make things or create things into the universe. Y'all hearing me? Somebody hearing me? And it has to be a rhythm of that love in order to express it in the most beautifulest manner. All right. So, yeah, moving forward, it's so many ways you can interpret this codex and the information of the codex. All right. It's so many ways that you can interpret it. The 26, going back to the number 26, what I was taking y'all to, a degree of vibration, and its keys to unlock or open these doors into a certain degree of your mind, a certain chamber of your mind. And as we move on to the number 6, which is the next number in the date, because I was breaking down the date of today, the true date of today, which is 3/26/6. All right. The last number would represent the gift and the curse. Now, you want to say, what do you got to talk about with this gift and the curse? The number 6. The number 6 is not a bad number. The number 6 is actually, I would consider to be a half number. It would be a half number. The personality of number 6 has two different things. Imagine this: whatever God blesses you with is the same thing God curses you with. Whatever the universe blesses you with is the same thing that the universe curses you with. You say, I don't get that. It's a trick. Like, for instance, like, let's say you beautiful, right? You pretty. You got radiant beauty. Look, you can attract people for the wrong reasons. All right, yeah, you got beauty, you pretty, or whatever like that. But you may attract people for the wrong reasons instead of the right reasons. Y'all get that? Let's say you got brute strength. You brute strength. You strong. You brute. You big. You diesel. You know, you can go around hurting people instead of saving people. You know, the universe gave you that strength to pick people up out of the fire, pull people out of fire. The universe gave you that strength to protect the village and the tribe and the family. You know what I'm saying? The universe gave you that brute strength to do the right things by it, not to do the wrong things, not to be a bully. So what God blesses you with, God or the universe curses you with as well. All right? It's the same thing. And I need you to know it's a responsibility. And then at the number 6, you said there's always two sides of the coin. That's correct. At the number 6, you actually it's called Fatu in the Codex, and it guards the right hand of the Messiah, which we call the workman's hand, which is the number 6. Now, think about this. When the universe see, they also tell you to hold on to the rope of Allah as one family. Okay, but the rope represents the umbilical cord. It represents the umbilical cord. That's the rope. All right. That's the rope that you hold on to. Remember that you're being nurtured by the universe. Okay. But when the universe gives you that rope, the universe gives you the rope in knots. In knots. That's why when you see the number 6, it doesn't look like that. It actually looked like the tying of the knot. That's why Fat 2 also means the tying of the knot. Because only certain people can open the knot, the people that know where the knot was tied at in the beginning. And that's why also Fatu can mean the opener. And also the word Fatu they utilize in Islam as the first prayer is called Fatiha. It's called Fatiha. All right. Also was the name of Muhammad's daughter, which was named Fatiha. Okay. But that Fatu, which is the number 6, which is this last number, actually represents the gift and the curse. When the universe gives you something, it ties it in knots. It gives you the rope in knots so you can understand the agreements that you must make or the knots that you tie. That's how you keep your word, by tying the knot. Even when they say a marriage, and remember, a marriage represents a contract. A marriage represents a contract with someone. You tie the knot. But guess what? It goes back to the number 6, which is the gift and the curse. Because whatever God blesses you with, also God curses you with. You got to have it's responsibility with this, meaning that you must have the ability to respawn. And what is the spawn? To spawn is to plant a seed. To spawn is to plant a seed. You know what I'm saying? And that all connects up with everything that we talk about. What is a seed? What is a seed? It's any idea stimulated by suggestion, the hope and bridge from one generation to the next. And that's all in the codex. Like, this is all in the codex. Like, you know, when you utilize this information, this reference it. That'll be the best way to sharpen your sword up. Reference it. Yo, we live. Look at this. You are the codex, man. You are a product of the codex. Just know that. Reference it. If you reference it in a lot of things that you do, a lot of these things will make sense to you. You have the book. A seed is any ideas stimulated by suggestion, the hope and bridge from one generation to the next. All right. So these are maxims. Like, you can't look at it like, oh man, that's this. It doesn't. It's malleable. It's malleable. These are maxims that you utilize in some form of fashion. All right, and take to the next level. All right. I wanted to read something from the scroll of Halloween for y'all, and I'm gonna put it in the comment section. I'm putting it in the comment section for everyone. All right. If you notice, for everyone that got the scroll of Halloween, if you don't got the scroll of Halloween, or if you, it's called Master Key Application 1031. I just want to read a little bit from this, and I want to break some stuff down for y'all real quick. I want to break some stuff down for y'all real quick. Thank you for everybody coming in. We breaking down the codex. This is the 131 memorandum. It actually has been updated in Master Key Application 131. It actually has been updated. So let's read. So it says this. What is the Messiah code? Y'all wonder what the Messiah code is. It's right here in your lessons. If you don't got the book, the email is right there. It's floating across the bottom of the screen. I will send you the 141, and I will send you Master Key Application 131. So you'll have weapons. You'll have weapons to fight any battle that you're going through this war. All right. So now you see this. It says the Messiah code is what? It's an archive of sacred records from the future, the past, and the present. A simulation of information that is and has been and always will be moving throughout the mainframe for an eternity of what we call time and space. Time and space expand and contract like a female giving birth, dilates. The first principle is movement, harukment. Everything moves, grows, and is redefined in the character. Tested, tried, and proven like gold. You are the codex. The product, hold up, excuse me. You are the codex, the product of a tree, all three in one. The first principle of the mainframe, harukment, which is movement. Thank you. Thank you, brother Accretius. Thank you. So when you study these things and somebody asks you what the Messiah code is, it's right there. It's an archive of sacred records. So it wouldn't be secret, but it's sacred. Meaning it's something, it's different than what's secret and what's sacred. What's secret is not told. What's sacred is protected and revered in some form of way. Okay? It means something to you. It has some form of important role in your life. So it's sacred, of sacred records. And these records must spin in your mind. They must spin in your mind, these records. All right? And you like a DJ, you can touch any point. You can touch any point of the record and know where it's at. All right? So it says from the future. Wow, from the future? Is this from the future? Every Messiah was from the future. They gave you information to help you, to guard you in the future. Lessons so you can be able to know these lessons, and it will guard you in your future. All right? It says records from the future, past and present. So it's no moment or no mode that these records aren't generating. They're generating from the future, the past, and also the present. A simulation of information that is and has been and always will be moving throughout the mainframe for an eternity of what we call time and space. All right. And then it talks about how time and space contract and expand like a woman giving birth. And then if you think about it, gravity, what is gravity? Gravity is not what you think it is. Gravity is the curvature of space-time. Even though you feel it, you feel gravity on this earth. When you think about the magnetic pull of the planet and how it moves throughout the solar system, our solar system, as you see the magnetic grid and the magnetic pull, it actually doesn't represent like what you would consider to be gravity. It represents a curvature of space-time. And you say, explain it, Lamel. Put it this way. Let's say if I'm listening to the same song, right? Some of y'all are bopping to the song like this, and some of y'all are bopping with a slow bop. All right. The curvature of space-time is that the person with the slow bop might be experiencing, I would say, less than what the person is experiencing with the fast bop. Because the person with the fast bop is doing 100 motions in one motion of this person doing one motion. So think about it like that almost. The curvature of space-time. So time expands and contracts just like a woman. All right. I mean, it's the temple. Time is the temple. But it expands and contracts like a woman. All right. So if you're in a different portion of where gravity is less, time would be less for you in a certain way. Okay. An hour to you would be different than an hour to another person. It would be faster for you. All right. So that's how time almost works. But it's various people that do their best to explain time. It only can be expressed in a certain way. It really cannot be explained. Okay. Shout out to Sister Jasmine Thompson, the president, Shamel, she who embodies the spirit of melanin. Peace, Queen. Peace to you. Peace to the ambassador of Gambia, Brother Ali Jawu. I see you in the building, Brother Ali Jawu. Also, shout out to the Purple Heart Squad. Woo, 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 woo. Shout out. The dogs start moving when I did that. Yo, shout out to the Purple Heart Squad. I love y'all. I love y'all. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? I did my best to explain 326.6. All right. And then I elaborate on a couple other things. But can somebody give me any question that you desire on your mind? Okay. And I'll do my best to answer it. If I don't know, I'm gonna just say I don't know. But I'm gonna compare it to that of the Codex and the lessons of the Messiah Code. Are there any questions? Let me know. Queen, do you have a question?
No, I don't.
You don't have a question.
No.
Come on, man. I know. Come on. Yeah. Don't do that to me now. You'll get real inquisitive. You'll get real inquisitive later, yo.
Yeah, true.
Nah, for real. Something on your mind. Question. Give me a question that you wonder about.
I don't have one right now. I can't think of one. I'm sure
You
one will
can't
pop
think of
up.
one because I put you on the spot. That's why.
Probably, yeah.
All right. Any questions or statements before I get off? I'm so thirsty.
I'm gonna get that coffee though.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you. All right.
Yo, any questions or statements? You said la la. I will rewind, of course. Any questions? Give me a question. Any questions or statements before I get off? Hopefully that was clear with y'all how to do the calendar. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all got how to do the calendar. You said I have a question, but I want to ask you in private. That's cool. Thank you. No problem. No problem, Cecilia. Thank you. Hopefully we can get you to the pilgrimage vacation. You know what I mean? We definitely need you out there next year. Please, 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 can you give me some of that juice that I made?
Yes, sure.
Thank you, Queen. Yeah. Any questions or statements before I get off? You said y'all back getting look like y'all got a tan. That's what's up. Shout out to the family, man. I'm glad to be on another note. I'm gonna just talk about something personal real quick with y'all. You know, it feels good to be back in Baltimore. even though it's cold here, when I came back here, everything worked out for me in California. So many things worked out for me. You wouldn't believe how many things worked out for me. And it's just a blessing. And I came back here. I know what I gotta do. All right, so I'm gonna set up a temple. That's my goal. My goal is to set up a temple, a place that we can go every Thursday. Every Thursday we can go to the temple and we could just do different things. Thursday, Sunday. I want to be there every day. Have it like a bookstore. Also have it like a internet cafe. That's what I want to do. That's my goal. So hopefully I can buy a building for the family and we can set up shop here in Baltimore. And plus I love the our home. As you know, I always do gardens every year. And I love like our home is just a place you can concentrate and focus on nature a lot. Okay. So I really love just being here at times, just meditating. But what else I want to say? We have to do some more things, y'all. We have to privately, we have to get off of Facebook and we should do certain other meetings for all the people that's just starting to be a part. We we need to start doing some, I guess, some Zoom type of meetings or some ever whatever type of whatever, but it has to be agenda based. Okay, as you know, we got a couple events coming up. We we have we have Love and Unity Day, which is 12/21. All right, 12/21 is Love and Unity Day, y'all. All right, so that's coming up, and then it's 80 degrees. What comes after Love and Unity Day? We have the 90-day water fast. Y'all know I'm always eating from the garden. That's mint, natural mint from the garden. It's no ice. It's good. Thank you so much. Excuse me, y'all. Thank you. But after y'all gotta prepare yourself. We got the 90-day water fast coming up, yo. The 90-day water fast. This is going to be the 6th year that we did it. Hopefully y'all ready for it, yo. It's the best thing. It's the best thing for you. You said I'm so ready for the water fast. I'm so ready for the water fast. Okay. I'm gonna call your bluff. I'm gonna call your bluff if you ready. Hey, stop! Got the dog going off in the background. Mint, garlic, cucumber. You know how I'm doing it. I don't know if I can get it in here. I was eating a little bit of mint just now. Mint is good for your stomach. I like to eat it in the morning time before I eat food, or I like to eat it at nighttime before I go to bed. Hey, stop! That's what I like to do. I like to eat the mint in the morning time or the nighttime. You know. But another thing that I'm be doing with y'all is that I'm going to be. Everybody should know how to write in the codex. Everybody should know how to write in the codex. Besides knowing the principles of each character. I said I was going to say that I'm not ready being truthful. I'm already I'm all ready for a 3-day fast. Actually, that's crazy because Thea is doing a water fast, a 3-day fast at this point. You can probably hop on it with her if you want to do something like that. Sister Dulcina. Yes, I'm doing a 3-day fast. She's doing a 3-day fast. You just inspired her. You put the battery in her back. She hit me this morning with that. Yo, you want to fast? I'm like, no, I don't. She said, you know, when you righteous, niggas do righteous shit out of nowhere. Yo, you want to fast today? No, I don't. I don't want to fucking fast today. I'm hungry as shit. I'm hungry since last night. But yeah, I catch you on a rebound. I said we gotta schedule these things. Dulcina laughing. Yo, I said Dulcina. She like, I said, man, we gotta schedule this shit. She said, Zola, you want to fast today? Zola like, Zola want to say everything that's nice. Zola don't want to say nothing that's bad. She like, no, no, she's so Yo, I'm trying to tell you, man. Yo. So I said, man, I gotta schedule. I'll take a rain check. I'll reschedule this shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. I gotta prepare myself for a fast so I can do the last things that I want to do. So I can get all the devil out of me. When y'all talk about, oh man, I want to fast. All right, well shit, let me go do something that I know that I can't do on the fast. Let me, you know, niggas say, oh man, we gotta do this fast. Niggas get real hungry. Okay. I remember those days. I remember those days when we do a Ramadan. I used to eat so much, I wouldn't want no food the rest of the day. We're like, shit. I I'll probably be thirsty a little bit, but I damn sure wouldn't want no food. Like, yo, I'm getting load up. It's Ramadan. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ali Jawu. It's morning time in Gambia, Africa. Nafir Baka. You already know. Nafir Baka to the tribe. Nafir Baka look to you. When we say look, that means like to return something. Like if I say Ocha, that means salutations. If I say Ochalo, that means like the return your salutation. The salutation belongs to you. It really doesn't belong to me. It belongs to you. That's what you're really saying when you say it like that. You know what I mean? It's like a traditional way to say something in our for our movement. Like if I say you can say kum. Like a lot of times when we leave our conversation, we don't say I love you. We say kum after we leave our conversation because we know kum represents the expression of lightning, but kum also is your heart. The way your heart beats. Kum, 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 kum. You know what I'm saying? So it's an expression from the heart, truly from the heart. So we say kum. And then you can return that kum look. You know, various different words. We're gonna start getting into the language more as well. That's why I said, man, this is gonna get so deep. It's gonna get so deep, it's gonna blow your mind. But you know, we need to build a facility for that. And I think it's time for us to really have a temple. Forget all the dumb stuff. Let's just go get a temple. That's what I'm ready to do. Then we'll work on getting land and acquiring land and other things. Let's just get a temple. Yeah, peace from within, kum. And when you say the word kum, I actually mispronounced it when I said it. Kum. You actually say kum. Y'all hear me? Y'all actually say kum when y'all say it, or kum. That's the correct pronunciation of it. It's kum. You always touch the ground, or touch your heart when you say the word. That's the true expression of that word, kum. I need y'all to get that. Just to know that, kum. Y'all say, kum. And y'all stomp your feet with it. All right? This is the type of culture we live, man. And this is the type of culture that we are, you know, I'm saying not just living it because it's expressive as well. and it's peace expressing it. It's unique. You know what I'm saying? Just one. Can I put you on blast, Queen? I'm gonna put you
Okay.
on blast. You know, just one thing. You know, um, the jewels in the forehead. You know, this is a way that our queens should look. All our queens should have a jewel in the middle of their forehead. You know why? Because that jewel not only represents your crown, it represents that your eye is open. You get that? Your third eye is open. That nobody can, like, I guarantee you, you wear a jewel on your head like that, dude ain't going to just come up to you, yo baby, yo baby, yo baby. He figured he has to say something smart to you. He just is like, man, damn, I gotta be on some grown man shit. I gotta come to her because why? She wearing her crown and her eye is open. Her third eye is open. Ultimately, no matter whatever's going on, if you wearing that right there, that jewel in the middle of your head, men, women, everybody totally look at you different. Totally look at you different. You know what I'm saying? And that's important. Thank you, Queen.
You're welcome.
Thank you, my beautiful. All right. So yeah, far as the men, there's certain ways that we gotta dress. Preferably, we should be wearing all white a lot. We should be wearing white a lot, or all black a lot. And then at times we should wear our crowns. We should wear our head wrap, as well as our women should wear. Y'all should be wearing y'all head wrap. You know what I'm saying? Because that actually represents a symbol of our nature and what we represent. You know, a funny thing is, I'm gonna tell you another thing that'll blow your mind that you should have all the time. And this represents the spirit of our people. It'll mess you up. Everybody here should possess a book bag. Your book bag should be loaded with essential things. And you should take that book bag everywhere you go. You embracing the spirit of the turtle. The turtle carries everything on its back. Everything. You should have your whole survival kit or a survival kit in your book bag. All right? You should have a whole survival kit. Whatever, your books, your things. Just a small book bag. It don't have to be something you carry or something whatever hefty, but you should have a book bag that you carry everywhere with you. So that way, when you really want to get into what you need to get into, you have it. You truly have it. You always have it. All right? Keep the book bag, put it in your car, put it in your trunk of your car, but have a book bag. I'm telling you. You never know when you have to pop into a library. I'm just saying, if you part of this movement, you always learning something. It's times that I pop into libraries. You be like, man, I pop into a library like it's the drive-in theater. That's me. That's how I live personally. Okay, because I'm always learning something, and that's how we should be as a people. That way, we can bring something to the table when it comes for the migration. When it comes time for the migration, everybody gonna have to bring something to the table. Truly. All right. So that's it. I'm gonna leave y'all with that because I was kind of long-winded on this video. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all got a little bit of lessons from this video, and y'all can express it and share it with one another and perfect it, and then take it to another level by innovation. All right. So 747 24/7 361 degrees. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you. You love me. Me as we, of course. Peace to everybody that supports the movement across the world. Y'all know what it is. Remember, Love and Unity Day 12/21. Love and Unity Day. Show some love to somebody. All right. I would say we should send some cards to one another if that's the case, or send something to one another. People that's a part of the movement. Do a gesture or find a gesture of love and unity that you can do with somebody in the community, whether it be our community or your immediate environment. Just show yourself to make a difference. All right. Um, yes. And then after that, it's the 90-day water fast, which is February 2nd. No, February 1st through March. I would do May 2nd. That's the 90-day water fast. All right. So 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Kum salutations to the family. Let me leave y'all with this before I get off. Salutations to the family. I love y'all. Peace and love.
The, mess- the Messiah code.
Yeah. I feel like I'm. Yeah. I feel like I'm.
The Messiah code.
I feel like I'm. Yeah. I'm running the paint. I'm 7-1. In the college, I'm one and done. Setting my price, I run it up. Give me my scissors, I'm cutting up. Call me the better, you fucking know. Hitting the lottery, I'm fucking up. Now you niggas is sucking up. I made a killing, it wasn't enough. Getting my green like Hawk. Even a nigga in the park. Treating you niggas like Mark. Shoot in the dark. You niggas the one that got shot. My niggas respecting the shooter. Now you praying like Buddha. And I'ma shoot up. No calling the cops, no calling the ops. We running the block. Yeah. I pull out the bag, you look at the tag, I'm making them got. Yeah. You looking around, you look like a clown, you making it hot. Yeah. I'm busting the trap, I get to the stack, I'm running the block. I feel like I'm really the bomb. I feel like I'm really the shit. I feel like I get to the bag. I feel like I'm really hood rich. I feel like I'm running my block. I'm filling it up to the top. I feel like I'm really the man. I feel like I'm really the bomb. I feel like I'm really the shit. I feel like I get to the bag. I feel like I'm really hood rich. I feel like I'm running my block. I'm filling it up to the top. I feel like I'm really the man. I feel like I'm running my town. I get it done. I'm making this money and weighs a ton. She shaking her ass to smack a bun. I get to the gas and make a run. I'm selling this product and bulk. I'm getting this green like Hawk. I'm trapping and ducking and all. I got it all safe in the port. I'm feeling like holy, I did it all. You talking this back and I hit your jaw. I'm turning it up, I'm burning it up. I'm hitting the scene, I'm getting my green. I feel like I'm trapping like whoa. I feel like I'm grabbing my dough. I feel like I'm ready to blow. I feel like I'm really the bomb. I feel like I'm really the shit. I feel like I get to the bag. I feel like I'm really hood rich. I feel like I'm running my block. I'm filling it up to the top. I feel like I'm really the man. I feel like I'm really the bomb. I feel like I'm really the shit. I feel like I get to the bag. I feel like I'm really hood rich. I feel like I'm running my block. I'm filling it up to the top. I feel like I'm really the man. I feel like
That's my phone.
Cool. I love y'all. Peace to everybody that supports. I'll be back on 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Peace to all the messiahs.